Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This will be a short one, but I thought I'd share something with you that I learned about drive shafts, and I'm kind of learning as I go, but I'll pass this on to you in case you're doing the same thing and you know. Bottom line is that these drive shafts have to be installed a certain way or you'll get vibrations. Here's how I have them installed right now, and as you can see, they're not the same. The drive shaft goes this way here, and then down here it goes the other way. It goes this way. I'm gonna add a instead of this way, I'm gonna add a picture out of the Toyota repair manual that shows the right way to do it, but I accidentally had a 50-50 chance of putting them on there the right way, and I got them both wrong. So I'm gonna pull them off, pull it apart right here, clock that the right direction, and then hopefully they will be in there correctly and I won't have that excessive vibration. All right, I got 3 of the 4 bolts off. Let me get this last one. Then I'm gonna pull it out and try to reclock it. Hopefully it's not gonna be too hard. All right, that's not, it's not completely right. I'm gonna have to turn it one more little crank. As you can see, this one is kind of facing right towards me, and that one's clocked a little bit towards the motor. So I'm gonna have to pull it out, turn it one more click, probably towards me. I also am gonna check the Toyota service manual has the grease fittings all pointing the same direction. These are pointing this way, and this U-joint up here you can't see on camera is facing that way. So I actually think I need to rotate this whole thing. Let me try that again. Get my screwdriver. And pry this off. Also think I need to just turn the different direction on the yoke as well. So pull this out. I'm going to turn it 180 degrees to where my grease fittings are that way. Let me see, how does that look? That actually looks... Now I got to go one more spline, I think this way. Doesn't look right either. Well, maybe it does. I'll put it in. Let's see here. I think this needs to be this way. This thing is tight. Get up on there. There we go. All right. I think that's actually right. Let you guys look. You can see that's pointing kind of towards me, towards the camera. And if I go up, that one is too. From the way my eyes look at it, that looks right. There's a grease fitting on this side right here, and I got 2 grease fittings here. So let me check my diagram from my Toyota service manual and double check, but I think that's right. All right, that looks correct from my service manual. So we'll see. We'll get this thing put together, and when I drive it, hopefully one day, I will double check and see how the vibrations are, and if they are If they're excessive, then we may play with this a little bit more. But I think that's right. What I gotta do now is line these bolt holes up. There we go. And put this back together. And this is the front drive shaft. This is the motor right here, oil pan. So, like I said, I had a 50-50 chance. I guess I had about a 25% chance, because you not only got to get these U-joints lined up, but you also have to get, according to the service manual, you have to get the grease fittings pointing the same direction. So, when I got this Land Cruiser, I explained in an earlier video, it was already taken apart. I bought this thing, and the previous owner had taken it 100% apart and was getting ready to start restoring it, he said himself. And so these drive shafts were taken apart, and they were even taken apart, even this part here. I think actually this one was still together, but it fell apart right here when we hung it up to paint it. The back one was taken apart already because the joint, universal joint, was still hooked up to the transfer case. So anyways, like I said, I didn't know that these things had to be clocked a certain way. Someone on I Hate Mud sent me a message and said, hey, make sure you get these things lined up right, or you'll end up having some wobble in them. And so that's how I learned, and that's why I'm making this video for you. So if you haven't taken yours apart and you had a running driving vehicle that drove fine before you took these things apart, make sure you mark them. I've heard people, or I've seen online, people take a little chisel and they'll just put a chisel mark here and a chisel mark here, and you know, a little indentation, so they know which side is which. You can, if you've got some kind of stamp, you can stamp, you know, AA, BB, or whatever, or just don't take them apart, and then you'll know which way they go. All right, I'm gonna finish putting this one back together, and then I'm gonna move to the rear drive shaft. Alright, so here's the rear drive shaft coming off of the transfer case, and as you can see, I had the exact same situation here. So I need to reclock this and line up the grease fittings so that the back one will be correct. Alright guys, so we got it back together. As you can see, front drive shaft, got the joints lining up. Same back here on the back. So that should be good to go. Alright, so thanks again for watching. Subscribe and like this video. Give us some comments. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Maybe we'll take those suggestions and do it. Whew, it's hot out here. Thanks again for watching.